I think maybe even Dirty Jersey Rat. Dirty Jersey. Yay! I love that song.
Anyway, so good morning, everyone, and welcome. Sadly, today we start off with more awful news. Yesterday, if you remember, we lost an American great in Dolly Parton, who passed away at the age of 80. Ladies and gentlemen, today we lost another great one. Today, if you didn't hear, we lost Tim Curry, one of my actual favorite actors of all time, a guy who was in many, many notable roles, including Rocky Horror Picture Show, the Stephen King It TV series turned movie, as Pennywise. He played Wadsworth in the Clue movie of the 1980s, which is one of my favorites of all time. He was the guy who worked at the hotel in Home Alone 2. He was a voice actor for many projects, cartoons, TV shows, movies, etc. And he passed away at the age of 80. What is going on? Is 80, that's it? At 80, does the Grim Reaper come and just soul suck right out of your mouth? Like, what is happening? Is the age of 80 2 in a row? That's pretty scary, actually, I think. So now I feel like 80, that's it for me, too. So I have 36 years left. Well, I guess 35 and a half. Shit. Now I got to start making better use of my time, because if all these people are passing away at 80, now I'm actually getting pretty nervous. All right. 220 did 500 kicks, and he says, I'm sure you'll make it past 80, Phil. It's about approach. Keep being positive and meaningful. Also, working out is important, so flex your biceps. There you go. Thanks, 220, for 500 kicks on his 18 sock account. It doesn't matter if I ban him. People ban him again. If I ban him, he's just going to have another sock account. Do you see my point when I tell you guys this? Like, you're like, oh, why do you let him back? I never let him back. I have not once let him back. He has 1 million accounts. He never goes away. Anyway, let's see here. I have no idea what that is. I don't know who Lindsay Clancy is. Never heard of him. Will I watch GTA 6 on Netflix tomorrow? No. I will watch GTA 6 whenever it is publicly online. You guys tell me whether it's tomorrow morning, whether it's Friday morning, whether it's the morning show or the podcast. You tell me when it's available. I'll watch and live react to the GTA 6 stuff with all of you. I don't know when it's going to be available publicly. I think it hits Netflix midday tomorrow, so it wouldn't be available online for everybody else till later. So we'll probably end up doing it Friday on the podcast. Someone tipped $1.50 and says, why would you make assumptions? I'm not making assumptions. I read news summaries and I looked through a bunch of articles about Gamescom, and basically it's a non-event. Thanks for $1. In regards to Gamescom, all right, if any of you guys have something from Gamescom notable you think that I should watch or react to, let me know. From what I saw, there's nothing. Like, literally from what I saw, there just wasn't anything that's worth even looking at. It looks like it's a non-event that everyone went to cover, and there's nothing there, and everyone's like, shit. Just being honest, okay? It's an industry event for industry insiders to say that there's something going on in the industry when there's literally nothing going on in the industry. The industry is in shambles. I.e., it's a big waste of time and money, and no one should really care. That's my take anyway. Philosopher says, how are you? I'm good. Would you like 5 $20 donations or 100 MS? What is MS? I don't even know what that is. I don't know if you can elaborate. I don't know what that means. 220 did 500 kicks. Says, I have a job interview tomorrow. I'm kind of nervous. Would you have some advice on how to succeed? I would just say chill out. You don't have to worry, because obviously you have your daddy's credit card and you use it all the time to do contributions online. So you don't need any actual income for yourself. It's probably just semantics going through. You're not expecting to get the job or anything. So thanks for 500 kicks. All right, let's just do that then. Let's just lock it in and say, let's do the One Piece Royal Blood set today. Here it is. We're 16 packs in. We have 8 packs left, and there is a hit in there, because so far we've only gotten one actual good hit. We did get one minor hit, but in the 2 boxes previous that we opened, we always got around 4 hits, and there was always 2 good ones. So we've only gotten 1 good one so far. There's going to be another hit in the next 8 packs that we're going to open. So today, let's get support for the end game and finale of Assassin's Creed Black Flag Resync. Let's get some support for One Piece Royal Blood. Let's get it all going on the channel. So let's get our first sub of the day over on Kick. Let's get some kicks from someone other than 220. All right? Let's get a tip bigger than $5. Let's get a super chat bigger than the 7 that's the top. Let's go. Let's get a little bit of milestones going here. Let's get momentum going. And let's hit those milestones so we can open One Piece today and finish this box, okay? Let's go. Jade, I'll see you later for the cards. He's going to come back later for the card opening at the end of the stream. Hopefully we will have one, because last time when we played this game, we didn't. So hopefully we will have it today. No, I would not smoke weed. Stop that. No, I'm not playing Mortal Shell 2. I already explained that a bazillion times. I'm not interested in it. I'm actually quite frankly tired of answering the question, because people ask it 10 times every day, and I keep saying I'm not interested in it. Yet they still ask. We are done with Mario officially. So if you're wondering what happened as of last night, we were playing Mario Sunshine. The game continued to annoy the living crap out of me for awful controls. Okay, that's really, the controls are just atrocious. It's so bad. And basically 2 things happened. Number 1, an insane toxic element showed up on Kick. The entire chat was just being completely awful. And number 2, we didn't get a lot of support for the game. And I've already explained to everyone the reason that I was playing the game is because there was requests for it once it was added to Switch 2. But it's a filler game. Like, it's meant to be a filler game between other releases and things, just to have something else for variety in the schedule. It's not my first playthrough. I've already played the entirety of the game. You can see that playthrough right now on the channel. This is just filler content for the summertime. So the moment that it becomes too much of a chore and it's not worth my time, I'm done with it. And last night, basically, we didn't even hit enough milestones to do a DSP pack rips. Luckily, someone did a big contribution. So we actually got a bonus pack, so we were able to do a show. But basically, everyone wanted to sit here and laugh and complain and say that I suck at the game, but no one contributed. Besides, there was one person who did the big tip, and everything was like a few here, a few there, nothing big. And I'm like, well, I'm not going to suffer for nothing. And I even explained, like, with Dark Souls, at least with Dark Souls, yes, I get frustrated, but the game is designed to be that way. Like, when you play Dark Souls, you know what you're getting into. You know you're getting into a testicle twister, right? So when you get pounded and you die, it's okay. You were expecting that, but you can persevere, and I actually enjoy that experience. I don't enjoy that being a Mario game. A Mario game that should have been better by all design, but they failed to design the game properly. Awful controls, terrible camera, not well thought out challenges and stages, and utterly just becomes a chore. It's just not fun to play. And I've already played it through once. I don't want to torture myself again unless people are along for the ride and are willing to support it. They're not. Last night's stream showed outright people want to sit here and deride and yell and scream and laugh and point and say, haha, he sucks, but they don't want to support the stream. So fuck it. I have other things that are better things to do with my time than to suffer and not get paid for it. So I'm not going to suffer and, for that game any longer. There's no point. I've already played it. Okay? So everyone, oh, he wage quit. Yeah, because no one cares about it. All people want to do is maliciously see me suffer with a game I've already beaten. Fuck that shit. I got better things to do with my time. I'm older, I'm wiser, I'm not torturing myself over no reason. Pickle Rick, thanks for $2. He says, silly butt, and then that's it. And then he retracted it because he must have mistyped. Well, thanks for the $2, Pickle Rick. Feel free to just type your message in chat and tag me. You don't have to do another contribution. Obviously, you mis-sent that. You didn't mean to do that. Master Dies, thank you for a $5 super chat. He says, man, people suck. I'm sorry so much. No, sorry, people suck so much. I love the stream and love the crazy cards you've been pulling. Thank you, Master Dies. I know. At this point, it's becoming a nearly unbelievable generational run with what I pulled within a week. Again, I talked about this yesterday. In 1 week, okay, I opened my first box of Dragon Ball cards. We got the ultra rare Chase Energy Marker worth $148, plus 3 other amazing hits, making the value of the box over $400 for a box I didn't even pay $200 for, right? Then I opened a God pack of Mega Dream EX, over $700 of value in a pack that was $15. Then we opened the One Piece box and immediately got one of the best cards in the set, $75 hit, okay? Then we opened the second Dragon Ball box and immediately got the best secret rare card in the set outside of the God cards. That's the best card in the set. And then I opened a pack of Japanese Storm Emeralda off stream and I get the best secret art rare of the set outside of the solid gold card that's worth like $1,000. I basically got the best normal card in the set for over $600 right there. That's in a week. That was 1 week. I don't even know what else to say. I know it's crazy, but that actually happened. And I'm like, now the thing is, I know that luck can't keep up. It's impossible. There's no way that I could keep that. Like, for example, right now, let's go ahead and open these One Piece cards. There's no way that the Trafalgar Law manga card's in there. You know what I'm saying? But if it is, it's like, what? It's $700, that card. That would immediately become my top card if we get it. And it's and then we're going to continue to open Dragon Ball. Maybe the God card is in there. We're going to keep opening Lorcana. Maybe the Enchanted card is in there, the $2,000 Beauty and the Beast. It could be in there. At this rate, I wouldn't be surprised. It's insane. You know? Pretty wild. No, I'm not playing the lottery. I'm not pushing my luck that much. Professor Paul did a $5 super chat. He says, why do you only share what you pull offline? Why not share what you didn't pull? Huh? You want me to share something I didn't do? He's saying, why don't you share what you didn't open? Thanks for $5. I mean, at this point, I don't even know how to respond to some of this stuff people say. Okay. I didn't open any Gen 1 Pokemon cards. Okay? I didn't open any Union Arena or Y Schwartz cards. I didn't open any Digimon cards. Ay. Oh, Layla says, I think he wants you to show all the non-hits too. But what? You have to understand something, okay? There's content, and then there's my life, okay? I very much would have liked to open Storm Emeralda on stream. You guys directly told me, after we did Abyss Eye and notably Stellar Miracle, you said, we're not interested in opening these whole boxes of Japanese cards anymore. We find it boring because it's not English and we can't understand the text on the cards. And I was like, all right, fine. But then I personally said, I wanted to open a box. I wanted to see the new cards. Well, I had a fun time doing Abyss Eye with all of you on stream, and I wanted to have that again. So I bought a box. I opened it off stream. I didn't record any of it. I had no intention of recording it. If I didn't get that giant card, I wouldn't have shown any of those, those hits because they're minor hits. It's not a big deal. But the fact that I got the most valuable card ever in an offline pull, I wanted to show that and share that with the audience who likes TCG. But the only reason I did that offline is because you guys directly told me we don't like it for content. So I'm not going to force content down your throat you don't like. So I don't get it. So I'm doing exactly what you asked. I'm literally doing, in reaction to how you responded, I'm doing what you want. And now you're telling me, why didn't you do it anyway? Well, because I listen to the audience. I don't ignore them. I don't do things in spite of their wishes. That's a bad thing, I guess. Professor Paul says, that's not what I said. You lead people to believe that every time they open a box, they're going to get the best hit. It doesn't work that way. Professor Paul, what are you talking about? I want you to go through the history of what we've pulled. We started with Mega Evolution. The best card I got in an entire box of Mega Evolution was a $13 Mega Venusaur. We opened a second box of Mega Evolution. The best card we got in that was the same $13 Mega Venusaur. We opened Chaos Rising. The box we opened on stream, the best card we got was around $10. Now, I opened Chaos Rising off stream, and that's when I got Mega Greninja EX. And I shared that with you because I wanted to let you know it was a hit. It does exist. We opened an entire box of Phantasmal Flames and didn't even get a $10 hit. Should I continue? We've opened a ton of cards and got nothing. Tons. Lorcana, we opened an entire box of Reina Jafar. The best card was $6. Okay? These boxes cost hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of dollars. Now, recently, I've had a lot of good luck, right? I told you, this last week, insane. I doubt there's many TCG creators or even collectors out there that in 1 week got an insane box full of hits of Dragon Ball, a god pack of Pokemon, a crazy good hit in One Piece, the best card in the set of Dragon Ball, and nearly the best card in the set of Pokemon, all in 1 week. I don't know how it happened, okay? It's all legit. No matter what idiots on the internet want to say, it actually is legit luck. It happened. It's all real, okay? But it doesn't mean it's going to continue. But I share the wins with the losses. I tell you guys, you see live when we're opening, we get nothing. We get nothing. And it's happened a lot. I would argue the English Pokemon sets are the absolute hardest to get anything in. Because there's no guaranteed hits. And a lot of the times, all the hits you get are a little $2, $5. So you're opening a giant box of cards that cost you hundreds of dollars, and you didn't make any. You lost hundreds of dollars on it because there's this it's a speculation market, right? The speculation is that you're going to get the big hit in the box. Well, you're not, but you're going to pay as if you're going to, which is ridiculous. Yes, Professor Paul. He says, so you're the special snowflake that has incredible luck and beats the statistics that have been proven over 30 years of Pokemon TCG? Yes. I somehow have beaten whatever these odds are. In the last week, I've had an insane run, and it's all real. Absolutely none of it has been faked whatsoever. Every single pull that you've seen me do on stream is legit. Every single pull. All right? Okay. I'm going to give you some perspective. Okay? You remember this card. You remember when I opened the box offline, when we first started doing this, and people kept telling me, you're opening resealed boxes, they're not legit. And I said, shit, maybe they're right. And I opened this box of Chaos Rising for myself offline to test the theory. And then all of a sudden, I got an insane hit, right? So that's pretty crazy, right? Hold on 1 second. So when I did that, okay? When I did that, a million thoughts went through my head. I thought, holy shit, I got a $380 card. Now it's less than 200. It went down that much in like 2 months, right? But I'm staring at it and I'm like, so let me think about this. What do? Do I not bring it up at all and act like it never happened? Do I tell my audience exactly how it went down? Do I lie? Do I become some kind of a shady character who tries to sneak this in and be like, oh, look, I ripped it. And it's like off camera and I'm shuffling cards around down here. I'm like, oh, look, I just got it. And ultimately, all these thoughts go through your head, right? Not to say that I ever thought that I was going to do any of those things. Just you have to consider every outcome, right? And thinking about it, I was like, the best case scenario is honesty. Because at least if I'm being honest, even if a lot of people don't believe me because they're assholes and they'll never believe me of anything that I say, at the very least, I know I'm telling the truth. And for those that actually like the content and care about it, and they'll know the truth of the matter and understand the odds and how it really works, okay? So I came back to stream and I told the truth. I said, all right, I didn't believe that the cards that I was opening were real. Maybe they were all reseals. That's why we've gotten like nothing in the first several boxes that we had opened. And because people kept telling me that they were reseals, I was skeptical. I was nervous. I was paranoid a bit that I was getting scammed. So I opened the box and boom, I get the best card in the set, right? And I told the story truthfully. I could have lied. I could have made the whole thing up and tried to sneak this into a pack opening later and be like, oh, look what we got, everybody. But what's the point of that? Okay? I'm trying to represent exactly what the hobby is like. Now, I'm telling you, it really is like just anything else where you're taking a chance, gambling, whatever. It's not like you're going to open these cards and immediately get hits. I have showed you guys the odds in a lot of this stuff. We have opened insane amounts of both Ascended Heroes and Prismatic Evolutions. Those are the ones where you have God Pack chances. I got nothing. Zero. Not even a good hit. Like nothing at all. We opened entire boxes that cost me $300, $450 in the case of Phantasmal Flames. We got nothing. Zero. And then all of a sudden this last week, boom, I got insane luck out of nowhere. Right? And like I said, do I expect that luck will continue? No. It's going to dry up eventually. It's just crazy that I've had the luck I had. Now people are excited. They're like, damn, Phil's got like the magic touch, right? Maybe he's going to open the One Piece and he's going to get the manga card. Maybe he's going to get the God card. It's believable now because I've had such insane luck as it is. But I guarantee you it's gonna become more realistic very soon. But that's how this stuff works. Really, that's how it works. How do you think the casino hooks you? Does the casino hook you because you go to the casino and you just lose endlessly? No. The casino hooks you because you go to the casino and you lose a lot, then all of a sudden you get one win. And now you're like, oh, now I can win. So now I got to go back to the casino again. That's how it works. So, yeah, they're going to give you the hits. They exist. And they're going to try to tease you and appease you and give you the stuff so that, ooh, Now I'm hooked on it and I got to go back and I got to spend, right? For me, I'm trying to accurately represent what we're doing. I'm not lying. I'm showing you exactly what it's like when you pull this stuff. I'm doing it all live. I didn't fake the God Pack as much as these idiots would like to believe it because they really want content. They're that desperate. I haven't faked the damn thing. Nothing. It's all legit content. I'm telling you. When I open something offline, I'm showing it to you. Like the Final Fantasy box. Like the Storm Emeralda box. I'm telling you what I'm doing so you understand and you know the odds, okay? If you don't believe it, I can't make you believe it. But the case in fact, if all you want to do is sit around with conspiracy theories and tinfoil hats on, then you should go hang out with those people and not come to my streams. Because you're not adding anything to this community. All you're doing is you're a crazy who just wants to believe the overdramatic because your life is boring. And if your life is that boring that you have to like bring down others because they're having a good time, that says more about you than anything you could ever say about me, and you need help. So if this is your chance to move on, maybe you're finally figuring this out, it's time to move on. It's time to say goodbye. But I'm not lying about anything. Just because you can't handle the truth, you can't cope with reality, doesn't mean that this is fake. It just means you're fucking crazy. Seriously, that's what it means. How many boxes have I opened offline? Well, there was the Chaos Rising box. There was the Paradox Rift box. There was the Final Fantasy box, and there was the Storm Emeralda box. Was there ever another? I don't recall. I don't think so, right? Because I told you about every single one. I don't think so. No, right? I don't think everything's all been on the stream outside of those. Yeah. I think. I'm almost positive. I can't remember. Everything that I've done offline, I've told you about. So I don't know if there was another one that I did and I brought it on stream. If you recall, you can let me know, but there you go. Philosopher, what are you talking about? He says, you only told us of 2 boxes. I told you about Chaos Rising. I told you about Paradox Rift. That's how the Gruden. This is Paradox Rift. There it is. I brought it on stream. I added it to the wall. And then there was the Final Fantasy and the Storm Emeralda we just did. Yeah. So what are you talking about? There's 4 boxes, not 2. People just want to believe what they want to believe because they're crazy. Like the same people who sit online and they have 10 million conspiracy theories about everything possible to ever happen in history. And they wear the tinfoil hats constantly. Like, I'm sorry that life isn't as interesting as you think it is. All right. But I live in reality. Okay. I agree with you. The last week has been insane. I know that luck will not keep up. There's no way I'm going to keep getting these kind of hits in the cards. But just because I had 1 week of a lucky streak doesn't mean that it's fake. It just means I'm lucky and you can't cope with it because you don't like me. There you go.